Hello friends, this is Priya Jain and I'm again here for another video. Today I'll be sharing my interview experience at different companies and what specific questions I have been asked in my interviews. So for CA industrial training, I have been interviewed in three companies, that is Aditya Birla Group and Udaan and Abainbev. I have also been appeared for two rounds of the process for HUL, but could not appear for interview round for HUL. So if I start from Udaan, there were two rounds of interview. In the first round, some questions related to my articleship experience and accounting were asked. Some specific questions related to Indias also have been asked. One question which they asked me regarding the Indias was, they asked me which is my favorite Indias, and then I told them my favorite Indias is India 60. And then they specifically asked from that India some questions, some very normal and some the few tricky ones. In my next round of interview for Udaan, I have been generally asked questions on similar lines, but also get to know about the work timings and what will be the work and profile. And that's it for the Udaan interview. In Abainbev interview, there were four people on the panel, and they were different four people, and they have asked different questions to me. So some questions were related to accounting, some questions were related to my hands-on Excel. So they have actually allotted me a task on an Excel sheet. They asked me to apply the VLOOKUP formula, and I had applied the formula, but there was the tricky point was there. They had hide some columns which I could not identify due to the virtual interview because it was not very much clear on the screen. And one more thing which is interesting about this was they have asked me two situational questions. Like one was if I found my friend cheating in an exam, how will I act on this, or how will I report on this, what will be my viewpoint on this. And another situational question was that there was a task with my manager, and he wants me I wants to convince him to give that task to me, and I want to assure him that I can do this better compared to others. So how will I act in this situation? How will I convince my manager to give the task to me? So in my reply, what I replied is basically I'll show them my work. I'll show them that how did I work in previous assignments, and I'll go to him with confidence that I can do this task very much better compared to others. So this way I handled this situation, and it's totally depends on you how you answer. And I suggest rather be clear and straightforward rather to be diplomatic on such questions, such situational questions. Regarding my next set of questions was related to basically my articleship experience and some tax audit assignments also. Next was my interview at Aditya Birla Group. So there were also two rounds of interview. First round was with ABG FLPs, and there were four FLPs in that round. And what questions I have been asked are of course related to Indias, and some specific questions on Indias were in Indias 115. They have asked me regarding the 5-step model of the Indias 115, and on Indias 116 they have asked me about the operating lease and financial lease, which is there for lessor or lessee. They have asked me these questions. And one more on the Vodafone case law judgment, which I could not answer because I had not gone through the judgment. So there was one questions there. Some questions on the current affairs regarding the what are we going through, what is all going on in the economy, and etc etc. One question specific to the income tax was effect of 115 BSE, not effect but actually what is the difference between the normal slab rates and 115 BSE. They just asked me the slab rates of 115 BSE. And some questions related to my articleship experience regarding tax audit and etc. One question they have asked me was that since I have got a rank in CA Inter, do I expect a rank in CA final? So I answered yes, and then they asked me whether you'll be okay in doing industrial training while preparing for CA final, because it might be get difficult to aim for a rank if you are a CA industrial training. Then I replied with very much confidence that I have prepared it well, and I am already aware of how the work timings are and how I can manage my time. So that's how I had answered this question. In my next round of interview, I was generally asked a few questions on the profile, and basically the manager told me about the work and what will be my work, what will be the work timings, and other things on this. In case of actual, actually there was I think a process or a program I can say, which where they are only hiring CA rankers as CA inter rankers as CA industrial training. So I had appeared for two rounds there. One was a team based test and one was a team based case study. So I could not be appeared for the interview round, but yeah, this is it for the my interview experience at these four companies, and I hope it is useful to all of you. And please do like and comment on this video. What are your queries related to interview experience which I could not solve? So I'll try to definitely answer your queries, and feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn also. So thank you. Bye bye.